everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Tigers coming in at 0-9, going up against the Miners, who come in at 3-6.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the six. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone. It's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket?
And it's blocked. And the defense has it. There goes Green. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down, Schaefer. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And they rattle off a big one. 49 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again. Schaefer. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Back to throw. Dunn completes this one to Starks. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on second down. Dunn. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down. Dunn. It's complete. This is Starks. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. On first and 10. Dunn. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. Dunn. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they're operating in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Looking to throw on second down. Dunn, flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to... add on to their lead. Now Coons on to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second, and they've got it here with a first down. And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, Schaefer. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Throwing on first down. Schaefer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second down. Schaefer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Looking to throw. Schaefer. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 31 on third down. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Schaefer looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Let's go! Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Let's run! Let's go! Ryan 38! Flex round! Watch the twitch! Watch the twitch!
Off play action. Done. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A big hit. Knocked out sideways, right at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
On first and 10. Done. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Done. Dancing to his left. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Let's go!
On first down. Done. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on second down, Schaefer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. Now they got him for a sack. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come on, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Dunn. Steps away to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Dunn buying time to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Rodgers now throwing again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down. Done. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, done. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Looking to throw. Done. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The Pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Done. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back to throw. Done. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick play.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw on second down. Done. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're not. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No luck going for 2 last time, so they'll just kick the extra point here. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Dunn. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. Done. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Timmy Jernigan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Back to throw. Done. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take...
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it